So one of the big things you need to do ahead of time is invite people in a formal fashion. The big thing to avoid is just hoping that word of mouth carries and that people assume certain things, because it doesn't always work that way. If you were attending an event, you'd want to know where it is, when it is, how to dress, and what kind of menu to expect. And so when you're planning your event, if it's coworkers that you're dealing with, I would definitely encourage sending a specialized email to a group of them. If you want to go to the extent of using perhaps an evite or even a handwritten invitation, that'd be a good touch as well. So one of the fastest ways to throw off your entire party is to have a really dirty house and a really dirty bathroom. Like I mentioned before, I have not been cleaning on purpose. Sorry, Mom. I promise it doesn't look like this. You raised me better than this. I know how to clean a bathroom. But I wanted to do this to take a chance to point out some things. So for starters, when they come in, make sure everything's put away. Like right now I have random toothpaste sitting out, things like that. Make sure that you're completely cleaning and wiping down your sink. Also your shower, if it happens to be in the bathroom, make sure it's all cleaned up. There isn't stuff all over the walls or on the ground. And then also make sure you clean your toilet as well. It's all these little things. Don't zoom in on the toilet. It's all these little things that kind of go into making it very presentable and making it look like this is a place where people want to be. Because it's a reflection of you. The state of your apartment and how you take care of yourself and your things is a direct reflection of who you are as a person. Alright guys, so we are now in a grocery store. One of the biggest things I recommend when you're planning your event is to go grocery shopping a few days before, so that leaves you some time in case you're doing any last minute preparation, you go out the day of and grab some extra things. The biggest thing is to establish your menu ahead of time, know what you're going to make. Definitely get to know the people that you're inviting over, if there's any big dietary restrictions, if there's anything people are allergic to, definitely take that into account. So one of the things I've decided is to go with a chicken-based dinner. So we're going to have chicken, vegetables, mashed potatoes. As you can see, we've gotten through, we've got some things already. We've got plenty of packages of chicken, easy to make, easy to clean up. It's a really great kind of universal thing you can use. It's not too formal, you're not grilling fancy steaks, but it's also not too relaxed. One of the things you probably see with inviting some of your fraternity brothers over is that the meals can be pretty relaxed. It's finger food based, but for our purposes and for this event, you really want to focus on having that dinner that's actually your main event for the night. Some other things we grabbed, I mentioned potatoes, eggs, green beans, all the little things that go into cooking your dinner. We did stop off on a gingerbread house kit. This you're not really going to need, but in case you wanted to have some fun afterwards, I might take this home with me no matter what, just to have for fun. Also, one thing we're going to talk about a little bit is if you are hosting a group of 21-year-old people, you may choose to include alcohol in your event. Something light, something that's not too much. And then lastly, I grabbed some flowers. This is mainly just keeping out of the doghouse. But if you have that significant someone, it's always nice to get them for no good reason at all, just because. So of course, took the opportunity while I was here. So if we're on a side note and we're trying to figure out how to plan your life to go according to plan, do things like this without being asked to, and it'll go a long way. So now I want to take a moment and talk a little bit about what you should do after your event. So everything went well, dinner was great, conversation went really well, everyone had a great time. So they go off and you start back to work the next week. Chances are with these people you're going to see them pretty frequently, whether it's at the office or around town. So one thing you should do to follow up with them is just send a thank you card. Thank them for coming, that you really enjoyed their company, and you should do it again sometime. That way people feel welcomed, they had a great time at the event, but they also feel like you took notice and we're very appreciative of them coming. Also, it can make people feel more welcome to coming back a second time for any different type of gathering that you may have.